A small apartment in Jilin province, China. A woman is sitting at her laptop. Her fingers are scrolling through WeChat. Messages from other North Korean women. Women who escaped. Women trying to reach South Korea. Women desperate for freedom. She's reading their secrets, their plans, their fears, and she's copying every single word into another window, sending it somewhere else. To people who are waiting. People who have been waiting for exactly this information. Right now, those women think they found a friend. Someone who understands their pain. Someone who escaped just like them. Someone they can trust. They're wrong. She's a spy. A hunter. An operative for North Korea's Ministry of State Security. And those women she just befriended, within days, they'll be kidnapped, drugged, thrown into vehicles, driven back across the border, back to North Korea, back to prison camps, where they'll disappear forever. In just 6 months in 2019, she helped capture 40 people. 40 human beings. 40 dreams of freedom crushed. For this, North Korea gave her a medal, called her the country's top spy, praised her loyalty. But here's what she doesn't know yet. The regime she served so loyally will make a decision about her future. A decision that will turn everything upside down. This is the story of Hye Song, the defector hunter who became the hunted. November 2012. Kim Jong-un gives the order to his secret police. 0 defections. Not fewer, 0. Complete. Total. But there's a problem. Hundreds of thousands of North Koreans fled during the 1990s famine. They're in China, living in hiding, trying to reach South Korea. The Ministry of State Security needs a solution. And Yangon province comes up with one. Use defectors to catch defectors. Defector communities don't trust strangers. They don't trust activists. But they trust people with the same story. Same river, same dialect, same fears. The MSS begins screening repatriated women in detention centers. Women caught in China. Women facing labor camps. An officer walks into their cells with a deal. Work for us in China. Spy on defectors. Help us bring them back. Do this and you're free. Do this and you're heroes. 20 women say yes. They undergo a year of training. Interrogation methods. Surveillance. Chinese language. WeChat. QQ. TikTok. How to gain trust, how to manipulate, how to betray. Then they're sent back to China. New identities, new missions. Hye Song is one of them, and she's about to become North Korea's deadliest hunter. But first, we need to understand what made her agree. What transforms a victim into a predator? 2011. Hye Song crosses the frozen border into China. Poverty, hunger, desperation drove her. She finds work, thinks she's safe. Chinese police raid. They arrest her. And China has a policy. Any North Korean caught gets sent back. No exceptions. She's put on a train, handcuffed, Heading back to the country, she risked her life to escape. At the Yangang detention center, she knows what's coming. Interrogations, beatings, prison camp. Then, an MSS officer approaches. Different from the others. Calmer. Can you speak Chinese? Use a computer? Make friends easily? Yes, yes, yes. You have two choices. Prison camp for 5 years, or work for us in China as a spy. She chooses survival. For 1 year, she's trained. Chinese language, border geography, social media tactics, how to identify targets planning to go to South Korea, how to pose as a fellow escapee, how to lie convincingly. She kneels before MSS officers, swears loyalty to the supreme leader, promises to bring back every defector she can find. In 2012, she's sent to China. New identity, new mission, and a handler who will control her life for 8 years. This isn't betrayal to her. This is survival. But survival has a price. Shanghai, border town in Jilin province. Hye Song arrives with a backpack, fake ID, and a phone number. She calls it. A Chinese man answers. He's been paid to take her in. He thinks she's looking for work, maybe marriage. He has no idea she's a spy. She learns the area, markets, restaurants, churches, where defectors gather. Then she goes online, WeChat groups, North Korean women helping each other, job opportunities, smuggling routes to South Korea. She joins, creates a persona, scared defector, lonely, desperate. How long have you been in China? Do you miss home? Have you thought about going to South Korea? People respond, trust her, she's one of them. She builds relationships over weeks, befriends women who mention South Korea, who have connections to brokers, who are planning to leave. When are you leaving? Who's helping you? What's the route? They tell her, because they trust her. She calls her MSS handler, gives details, names, locations, dates. The MSS coordinates with Chinese police. Sometimes arrests happen. Sometimes women just vanish. Drugged, kidnapped, gone. Hye Song moves to a new area, repeats the process. New town, new man, new targets. 8 years, 5 moves. Jilin, Liaoning, Heilongjiang, Inner Mongolia. Always hunting. She uses every trick. Fake crying, pretending to be suicidal, pretending she needs help reaching South Korea. She posts on QQ, I can't live without citizenship. I want to go to South Korea. Help me. Responses flood in. Names of brokers, prices, routes, all reported to the MSS. But she doesn't just report, she participates, joins escape attempts, travels with groups, gains complete trust. Then the trap springs. MSS agents appear. Vehicles surround them. Everyone captured, except Hye Song. She's released, new identity, next location. In 2019, her peak. 6 months, 40 people captured. The MSS gives her a third-class medal, commendation. They call her the country's top spy. She's promised that when she returns home, she'll be a hero. And then, everything changes. They're bringing her home. Late 2019, message from her handler. Mission complete. Time to come home. The supreme leader wants to honor you personally. 8 years over. She's going home as a hero. Medals, commendations, gratitude. You'll be repatriated voluntarily. Health deteriorating, need medical treatment, all arranged. She doesn't question it. She's earned this. She crosses back, not as a prisoner, as a returning operative, with escort, with respect. Yangang Province, MSS headquarters. She expects a ceremony, meetings with officials. Instead, she's taken to a secure location for debriefing. Standard procedure. First few days are normal. Questions about operations, details about captures, recommendations. She answers proudly. Then the questions change. Did you consider defecting? Make friends with activists? Develop sympathy for your targets? She denies everything. I'm loyal. I've proven it. But North Korea doesn't trust anyone, especially people who've spent years outside, who've seen Chinese prosperity, who've been exposed to outside information, even spies, even heroes. Hye Song spent 8 years with Chinese men, 8 years using the internet freely, 8 years seeing what North Korea hides. To the MSS, she's contaminated, ideologically impure, a security risk. Doctors arrive, strange questions about her mood, thoughts, dreams. Diagnosis: mentally ill, psychologically unstable, unfit for society. She protests. I'm loyal. I've done nothing wrong. Decision made at the highest levels. Hye Song is transferred, not to a banquet, not to an apartment, to a secret psychiatric hospital. Mountains of Yangdok, then Mengsan, where the regime sends people it wants to disappear. Doors close, locks click. She realizes the truth. She's not a hero, she's a prisoner. The regime betrayed her, just like she betrayed 40 others. What happens to Hye Song after that? We don't know. North Korea's mountain psychiatric hospitals are black sites. No visitors, no oversight, no release. People go in, they don't come out. These facilities warehouse people the regime wants to forget. Political prisoners, failed officials, spies who know too much. Medieval conditions, patients drugged, restrained, left for years, sometimes decades. Hye Song is one of them now, locked away, probably drugged, living in a nightmare she helped create for others. Does she think about the 40 people she betrayed, the women who trusted her, the families destroyed? Does she understand the irony? She hunted defectors. Now she's treated like one. Captured, imprisoned, disappeared. Or is she too medicated to think? We don't know. North Korea doesn't acknowledge she exists. Daily NK's report is the only evidence. A pseudonym, a story, a warning. But Hye Song is not unique. She's one of dozens. Repatriated defectors offered deals, sent back to China. Some are still operating, right now, in Jilin, Liaoning, defector communities, posing as friends, setting traps. And every one of them walks toward the same fate. Because North Korea never rewards loyalty the way it promises. The regime uses people, then discards them. Is Hye Song a villain? Yes. She destroyed 40 lives, sent people to torture and death. Is she a victim? Also yes. Caught, given an impossible choice, manipulated by a brutal regime. Can both be true? That's for you to decide. People will always choose freedom. Hye Song chose survival instead. chose to serve the system, chose to hunt instead of run. And the system destroyed her anyway, because in North Korea, loyalty means nothing.